What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we have a market watch for you. Cards that we should be looking for in the future is kind of what we're going to be looking at. And without further ado, let's get in the video and talk about it. With the inevitable BT20 coming, King Drazel is going to start moving. And as we can see, it went from a $2 card all the way up to a $3 card. If JP makes a transitional to making this deck actually really good with the new Omekimon and the new Cool Boy and the new Omnimon X, this deck could easily become another tier 1 contender again. So it'll be good to see. I think it'll just become tier 2, but it won't be too terrible. Now, taking a look on the Europe side, you guys have it a lot better than us, where you guys haven't even touched €1 yet, which is probably a good sign to probably pick up. Sistermon, $3.50 going down. It's good to see this thing coming down. If you guys are feeling comfortable, maybe it's a good time to start snagging these up, because again, they're going for a dip, but they're going to climb right back up once we start seeing the Galacticmon support. Europe side, €3.50, €4. Now you have Shine Greymon Burst Mode Ace, with 21 being the collaboration set with all the main pro tags again. This means this probably might be a center focus point, was probably to play more like Shine Greymon Burst Mode, so make sure you pick up a copy or two. It's nothing too crazy, but I don't want you guys missing out on possibly playing Shine Greymon if this is a card you need. €6 to €7, because again, look at Gallantmon's counterpart. It has climbed exponentially. Kimeramon is being looked at and starting to be picked up right now for the Ghost Boys, because again, with their deletion effects, they get to play something smaller. So then you can get, if you can get 2 level 4s out underneath the Chimera, because the self-destruction, the on-deletions will play it again, and then you can kind of keep getting this loop effect where you can just keep applying pressure and pressure and pressure by getting these Chimera with the ghosties. So something to think about, especially don't let Chimera slip out of your hands. Maybe pick up 2 copies for that deck. Europe side, €3 to €5. Then we do have Wisdom Training being looked at, and this is probably just because of the ghost type right now. It just makes sense because a lot of people are searching this up. It's about almost close to $5. Now, Europe side looking like €2 to €5. Again, if you really need to, go buy 2 starter decks and you'll get no, it's buy 4 starter decks and you should have a playset of everything. Palmon, Blastace, BT14, we're at $5.45 to $6, going down a little bit, which is cool to see coming down. But Palmon's being looked at as well. I don't know why, but we'll have to find out. Europe side though, €5 to €7. If anybody knows, let me know. Now, again, Palmon Winter Event is at 25 cents. This is something I'll probably pick up because I actually like the Christmas theme. So probably pick that up at 25 cents, 35 cents, 50 cents. Just people are picking it up as well. Colomon, this one is the upgrade pack. It's at 43 cents. God, it went down. I think it's not as needed, but you know what? I think if the Digivolve becomes more prevalent, this might pop back into the deck. But until then, Deep Sabers doesn't really want to use this card, right? You know, at the end of the day, you have a non-searcher, but Europe side, you guys are holding strong in the €2 range. You probably will fall down soon. Sistermon Blanc alternate art from the special limited set. Maybe it's worth picking up at the $4 to $5 mark. Actually, it's at 9s. Ew. Okay, so it's a $9, $10 card. It's a card that you're probably going to need for Jesmon, so don't sleep on Sistermon Blanc. You'll definitely going to need it. €6 to €9. Now, Sangomon, alts are climbing, guys. This is just hype because people are trying to figure out how to do Aqua Sea Animal Liberators. And again, it's going to get more support long-term wise, even if it's more promos or just main set support. So eventually this card will see some climb. Europe side, €6 to €8. Now, War Groundmon Dragonic Roar EX03 is climbing up. Just bit Galamon hype. This is another card you just look through your bulk for. It's not that expensive right now, so it's probably a good time to just move them at like $2.50, even if they're just climbing. €1 to €2. Now, Black War Groundmon's doing the same thing because, again, another card that is at least a 2 to 1 ratio, or even at 4 in some people's lists. $1.75. Now, Europe side, €1 to €2. Now, Dipennymon is going up as well. People are just picking up because it is a cyborg, and, you know, I think having Ice Clad is also quite useful. So people are taking it into a Ice Clad, the Bears deck, where they're just trying to adapt with it and have like a hybrid shenanigans. So it's not a bad thing, but just keep this on your radar, especially if Machinedramon 2, because it is a cyborg. Europe side, €2 to €3. Now, X Antibody Protoform pre-release stamps, I don't think they're moving that crazily, but right now they got bought out like crazy in the last couple days. So they're back up to $22. Maybe list them at 10s if you just have been just sitting on pre-release stamps and you just don't care about them. Europe side, €5 to €7 to €9. Your guys are pretty solid there. Agumon alternate art from Classic Collections are $9 climbing. This could be just because of the starter deck shenanigans, because of the new Tai and Matt. I mean, the new Tai and Kari that is comboed in the starter deck could be pushing this, but people are picking this up, so don't miss out, right? Europe side, €7 to €10. Now, Stingmon Across Time pre-release stamp is $16, 17. It's kind of good to see it fall down a little bit. Nobody's really picking this up as much because Imperial Dramon players have already gotten their support. Now just people are just listening to try to move them. Now, Europe side looking like 10 to €19. But then you have Nidhoggs are moving up because of Purple Hybrid. Lists are starting to tech this in at 2ofs, just because the ability when you're trashing stuff, you can extend, and, you know, gaining that extra memory sometimes does matter, especially with your Koichis that can just draw a discard. So Nidhogg becomes a way of extending your plays. Now, Europe side, €4 to €5. Now, you do have Rapidmon from Starter Deck 17. This is the alt. I think this card is a little bit slept on right now for the price it's at, but it's definitely worth picking up if you guys are thinking about future support. And again, Rapidmon can do some crazy shenanigans. €5 to €8. Now, we do have Impmon from Tamer Card Set 1 release set. Now, again, we're down to 22s. It's been a hot second since this moved, really, but one sale at 15s. Just keep an eye out on this, especially because I know some players are collectors, and this is just a good collector piece. I know selling this thing for like 70, 80s. You know, €22 to €30 for this thing. Dracomon Royal Knight set. It's at $6. Again, I don't know if we're going to be actually playing this card alongside, but most likely we are, just because of the ability to search, right? Now, Europe side, €2 to €3. And then we do have Rivals Barrage Starter Deck 14. This card is coming down a little bit, which is good to see. We want to see this thing come down because it's been quite expensive a little bit. You know, it's been sitting at 10s, but now it's kind of becoming a little more acceptable where you don't need to buy the advanced deck anymore, in my opinion. I think it's still a good investment because the fact that we do have Beelzemon support coming in February, so just maybe think about that. €6 to €7. Taiga is going up as well. Dinomon is kind of just getting that hype behind it, and it's disappearing off the market. If you guys have this sitting in your bulk, maybe it's a good time to move. Europe side, €1 to €2. I know there is an event pack. Then we have Rutaro Williams alts, Chain of Liberations. We're at $8.46. We're at 9s, basically. Not bad. I think this card is a card that you pick up for long term and just wait for more support. Europe side looking, rude. Europe side looking like €7 to €8. So there's a good fall down. So just wait this one out. Dinomon, same thing, is going down at a good rate for just being a week out. You know, 15 to 16s. Going down to 10s to 12s. I kind of accept that. Europe side, €9 to 10s. And then you have Metal Siege-Dramon Ace, another great card, moving up because, again, this card is just super splashable in any black or blue deck. So I wouldn't sleep on this card. Europe side, €3 to €4. And then Guillemon X alternate arts at $22.33 to 24s. Europe side, €14 to €15. Now, here's the final card I really wanted to talk about, and that's Analog Youth. Analog Youth is at $15 a pop to 20s. If you guys can snag them at 15s, I think it's great investment because this is kind of your just midway art. And being this cheap, I think it's really useful. You never know what's going to happen with the card, but it's just good to have. €10 to €15. But guys, remember, use the affiliate link down below for TCG singles if you're buying any and picking up today. It really does help the channel with no extra cost. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.